Hello everybody, welcome back to Mike's Microbe Peeps. Today we're going to be peeping at something really cool. We're going to be looking at a few species of the genus Frontonia. This particular Frontonia was named Squishy by the r/microscopy subreddit. As we watch Squishy and some of his cousins today, we're going to talk about some of the physical characteristics of Frontonia, but we're going to talk about how they eat, which is very interesting. Frontonia are real gluttons. And we're going to watch a few clips here that really display their rude dining habits. So let's say goodbye to Squishy for a second, and let's move over to a cousin, which is a species called Frontonia atra. Keep an eye on the small ciliate that's moving toward the center of the bottom of the screen. Watch this. Boop. That's it. He's gone. He just became dinner. You see, Frontonia will eat just about anything. In fact, as we move to the next video clip, notice that oblong, kind of long football shape in this cell? That's a diatom. It's a type of algae. I actually have another video on diatoms, which I'll link at the end of this video. You also notice that this entire Frontonia is kind of long and football shaped. That's not normal. Frontonia are usually a little more oval, but this one has ingested such a long piece of filamentous algae that it's causing him to contort just to fit it all in. Now, I told you that Frontonia have some interesting eating habits. Sometimes they bite off a little more than they can chew. Check this guy out. He actually has a piece of filamentous algae sticking out of his oral cavity and is trailing along behind him. He just couldn't quite fit it all into his mouth, which is amazing because although the oral opening in a Frontonia is fairly small, it can expand to about 2/3 the length of the entire cell. So you can understand why Frontonia can take some pretty big bites, but not this time. He has to leave this piece of algae behind. By the way, this little ciliate coming up from the left is a species called Eurocentrum turbo. It's very unusual to see them going this slowly. Normally they zip across your screen so fast you can't get them on video. So now we find ourselves back here with Squishy. You might notice that he too is full of all sorts of food that he's vacuumed up like a little Roomba. In fact, you know, the analogy to a Roomba is probably not that far off. Think about that. A cell like this, it doesn't have a brain. So how does it decide what direction it's going to go? Well, like a Roomba, it does have senses. For instance, it's able to sense when it has just gone through an area that's rich in food. Well, that might be an area it wants to turn around and revisit. I really think that's why there's a lot of similarities in the movement of a robot vacuum to single-celled organisms. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as I've enjoyed preparing it for you. If you have, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe because I've got some really interesting videos coming up.